A number of them. There are many T's. My name is Amina Abdi Babar. Oh my goodness, super excited to bring you yet another fantabulous show because a lot of things happened. Sisi, tunakwanga watu wa miujiza. These are some of the things that trended this week. Kiss the bribe goodbye. How do you even report this? This is just pleasure. A thief who robbed traffic police officers of bribe cash hailed as a hero.
So my name is Charles Anthony Matathia. I was born on 23rd July 1979. I grew up here around Wangiga Market in the Kiambu County of Kenya. I've mentioned it, I'm 40 years old.
That is a script writer talking about how he is struggling, and of course we now get to see the deplorable state of the Nairobi half-life script writer.
I've decided that this location we have to bring some sanity. In my area, Arujo location, we don't want the randy couples. And we will ensure that we clear this team out.
The kind of chief that we need everywhere as he resorts to caning randy husbands. Hey manze, and the price of nyanya has hit the roof. Aye. It's like you're buying an apple these days. It's just, what do you mean? Nyanya moja ni 25 bob. What am I doing with this? What are you talking about? We'll get to talk about that in a bit. However, one of the biggest stories this entire week, you could not have escaped hearing about it, seeing it somewhere online. And it all started as an online joke for men looking for excuses to stay away from their wives. And now it has evolved to one of the most talked about events, not only locally, but now globally. And I'm talking about the men's conference. It has a sister conference as well, the women's conference, and no one can say exactly where the idea started, but it can be traced to a spat of online jokes that were shared on Twitter. So now the men's conference, according to the tweets, is an annual meeting organized by men. See, now they're supposed to be talking about social issues, you know, that are facing them. These are ranging from, you know, very serious issues like kutuma fair. Wanaume kubebwa na wanaume wengine kinyesha ndio wavukishwe hiyo maji, bro. No, to the men who carry lip balms all the time. How do you have lotion and wipes? I'm just like, what do I have? I don't get it. The idea has since been adopted by men who are not interested in the Valentine's celebration and share it as an excuse to spend time away from their significant others on the day of love. Now, even though it started as a joke, it's now been adopted by establishments. So we're talking religious institutions, event organizers, so many, many more. You know, talking about now serious issues that are now facing the boy child, you know, just being discussed. So from education, mental health, fatherhood, toxic masculinity, spirituality, among many others. And then, of course, us, the ladies, in the spirit of not being left behind. We've also started our own. We've created our own version of, you know, the conference. Some ridiculed it. It's okay. Nisawa. It's aping. Why are you hating? You know, some people thought it's a we can do it better move. It was none of that. The issues that we discussed, you know, on how to deal na wanaume wanatuma pesa alafu watumi credit ya kutuambia thanks, stop. How to wear helmet ya nduthi, no metoka salon, you know, etc. Anyway, jokes aside, is this a way that can be used to talk about the issues facing either gender? I want to talk about that. So our panelists are on this side. As we take a look at those weird memes that people were posting, see, people shared a lot of them. So they were arriving at the men's conference. In fact, that's why we couldn't have Butita on the show for a really, really long time.
Yes.
Algo conference.
Yes.
And the panelists are here.
Why did he find himself in the wrong conference?
I think it's because if you he forgot his phone and locked at home. Has that ever happened to you?
But I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, never do but
I. Like literally everyone has my phone password. As in, it's just like, it's just the most useless thing.
You need to have a pattern for operating your phone.
Why?
It is receive, read, delete. Receive, read, delete.
Oh, okay. So like in Mumerudi too, you thought you would not come back?
Kuna sanya naanza na delete ndio unaanza fikiria ilikuwa.
Umedelete haraka.
Inaingia kama ni delete ndio unajulia ilikuwa imeanzaje.
Hatujua alikuwa amesema nini.
You're like, oh dear.
She just sent the picture, you're like, delete. Oh, what
Oh.
was it? You're just like, that looked nice. You're just
Better
like,
to download. You know the way when WhatsApp it comes and then you have to
Yeah.
download the picture first. Like, let me just delete it. Tamuliza ulituma.
Some of
tell me
the
on the phone, describe the picture
Yeah.
to me. Let's be safe. But anyway, you guys, so the men's conference, the women's conference, also
Right.
welcome to the
we
show.
were taught a lot of
Thank you.
things. We will not disclose those things that we were taught. We decided that we'll be surprising
The women.
people with the resolutions that we made.
Such as
Like taking care of your
no,
children?
no.
Was
yeah,
that
maybe
Uh,
that's a
Put
good
it
one.
as lying. I'm
I
sure you had
can't
like 4
betray-
dates on Valentine's
Voting
Day.
more women.
I can't
things
betray the
like
conference.
that.
Actually, kuna siri mingi sana, siwezi nikaropokwa.
Kutuma
Siwezi
fare
anza-
bila kulia.
Siwezi anza kusema ati yo.
Like 369.
What is it, by the way, I mean about? Si kama nimekula fare nimekula. What is it? Just
Let me tell you, the one that
take it as
killed
a
me.
man. What is it about men? Mnasikianga uchungu.
Sai
Na ni
fair.
sao.
Sai-
Ni
Hapana,
sai-
sao.
sai-
it's just the
tumekuja na
principle
system.
of it. It's
Sai
like that
tumekuja na
150,
system.
ile 150
Yeah.
bob ya Uber.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, you know what?
But sai tumekaa
I
na
need to-
system.
When hata ukimweka kwa hiyo Uber, you should ask them to share the
Tunalipa
ride.
ukifika.
Anaenda wapi?
Tunalipa
Wait,
ukifika.
Because hafiki.
Ai,
Tunalipa ukifika.
oh, okay.
Huko ni
So,
ukuje
it's like a
tu ukifika
delivery.
inalipwa.
Ukifika nipatie namba yako.
Alafu
Nani
sasa-
mtumie?
alafu during the men's conference tulirealize kuna wakora wengine hatari sana. Wakuli fare peke yake, wanakula kila step. Umetuma fare, anakuambia oh nimeona kitu poa na nataka tupike pilau, hebu tuma pesa ya mchele, umetuma ya nyama. So by the time una realize fare umekuliwa kila kitu. Umekuliwa.
Except you.
Tag life.
Okay,
But women's conference was a scam.
It
It
was
never
not.
happened.
we have
How
very
do you know
serious
it?
issues
We are so
as we approach-
secretive to the point where we had a conference and there was no way to know that
You
it
are
actually
posting
happened.
everything.
Who was
Mlikuwa
posting?
mnapost,
It was
mko
only
kwa nyumba,
Waititu who was
nini.
posted, and I don't know why he was at a women's conference.
That was a meme, Aki.
But finally, at least Valentine becomes a main issue for the first time in this.
No, so what is the issue usually? You guys
The issue
feel
is
bad that you don't get
no,
treated on
spend
Valentine's
money.
Valentine ni siku ya wapenda nao. Nunulia mtu wako kitu, hakununulie kitu. But nyinyi madem mlifanyika kwa yenu. Sasa ni siku ya sisi kutegwa.
I mean, we always buy stuff for our spouses during Valentine's Day.
Well. I gave you a child. I'm just like, sir.
Honey,
Ulimpea mtu.
Look,
Ulimpea kwa mtu.
Cindy, the
I
guys
gave
like,
you 3 kids.
what?
Yeah.
We had to get these seats because of Cindy. In fact, we listened to our viewers who said, we don't think Cindy's comfortable. We had so many tweets that said that. We
there's
respect
even a pillow.
expectant women. We try to take care of them. So we have a pillow, we have a mattress in case she also wants to lie down. We have a lot of
But I
you can't
respect
see them.
women. Kukuwa na mtu kwa tumbo.
Imagine.
That's respect.
Fully
yeah.
formed organs and bones.
So excited.
Ingekuwa
We're going
si
to have a new member of
si tungekuwa
TTTT.
tunawasumbua.
Let me tell you, if men could give birth, hatungepumua kwa hii dunia.
Hatungepumua.
We'd be at 100,000.
We would be very safe.
Hey,
Yeah.
Niko na craving.
Unajua kuna mtu alikuwa amesema pia joke ingine lakini sijui kama tunaweza kusema on
Tunaweza
air.
tu isema.
They said that if every man was supposed you know what, it's too much. You know, hii ni shida ya kufanya kazi na msi anaitwa Farid Kimani. Sasa jokes zangu zote tu left. Let's talk about this guy who became a hero because he stole money that was stolen to us. I felt like he was Robin Hood-ish. Like, you know?
So the guy who robbed the cops.
Yeah, so
Alibaba
people on
Hongo.
social media, they almost unanimously on Thursday just declared this young man in Embu County who stole cash that a traffic police officer had collected in bribes should be given a hero status.
I agree.
Yeah?
Atashtakiwa
But
na-
also, you know what amused
Head
me
of
was
state
this guy had
commendation.
been studying how these cops normally keep
Operate.
their money. So how do they put the money under a rock?
Sasa kwanza alikuwa kwa
Because-
bush.
Yeah, because he was in the bush and then the cops went to the other side of the road. So he went to where they keep the cash. I'm like, you can't just put the cash in your pockets like normal people.
No, you'll be busted
lot.
by ESCC.
Oh, it's a lot.
Oh yeah, and also like you can't explain it. They
Yeah, so he went, he stole it, and then by the time the cops saw him, they were on the other side of the road, so they couldn't cross to chase after him. Our guy took off.
but can you imagine
The-
how pissed because you can't report like what do you do?
So una report.
Unaona report pesa gani na pia wewe
No,
umeibiwa pesa?
it's a crime. Polisi angeenda report aseme ameibiwa hongo. Eh.
Just be honest.
Maybe
Money
hongo.
heist
You know-
to another level. That guy
Yeah.
has big kahunas.
does.
By
I
the
know.
time you're desperate enough to, you're like, I am going to
rob
steal
a
from
cop.
a cop. That guy has some serious,
There has to be a way.
men conference things.
I keep thinking there has to be a way for money to become so
Scarce.
so non-physical to the point where it's hard. You know, you can never M-Pesa them. Like if they catch you and they ask for a bribe, they don't want to wanachukuanga M-Pesa.
No,
Unaambiwaga-
hawezi M-Pesa karau,
You
by the
can't
way.
you can't.
Sasa
Mimi
wacha
nilisikia
niwafundishe
kuna
kuishi
mtu
Nairobi.
aliniambia.
Unaweza pewa namba iko Mombasa wewe unacheza.
Mtu tu ndo aliniambia. I see like mnaongelelea makarao,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So mtu alinishow.
Sure.
Sijui
Yes.
amefanya mara mob.
Anatuma na M-Pesa.
Anatuma lakini sasa immediately karao anatuma kwingine. Because you know you can just
Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
once
reverse
text
it.
But
M-Pesa,
mimi-
the cop,
mimi
he
nadhani-
called me back
nadhani
and said,
so-
why?
solution yake tu.
No. Because you know they don't know if it's a setup.
I think-
they don't know who you're working for.
You should
I
just
think what
ask.
we
So
lack-
he returned it.
le-
He actually returned the
Let
money.
me share my experience in other countries. You see, the system
Of
that
being
we,
now the robber,
no,
the
the
thief.
system that the system that we lack in this country.
Not hajasafiri in a long time.
No,
Walifukuzwa.
tunafaa kuweka vitu digital in a way
Yeah.
that ukifanya makosa ikiingia kwa system utachoka kubribe makarao.
Let me
Ni
tell you what
ujiclear
made
tu
me
kwa-
laugh.
Ujiclear kwa system ka story ya tickets in Dubai nini unaona vitu kama
Yeah.
hizo or else ikuwe ni instant.
Yeah.
Ukifanya traffic offense unaweza
Instantly
fainiwa
fined.
hapo mali mali
No, but
uko.
you should go.
Dukarao anakujaga anakuambia hii ni makosa 1500 si hata wewe unajua.
No, actually wanasemanga.
Alafu pia wewe kama Mkenya afande tufanye aje.
Let me tell you
But
what
if you
happened.
say, no, for real though, but if you say, and you know, 90% of the time I do this, so when you say, no, let's just go to the, you know, the station.
But you
let's
see
go
now
and
you
get
might
there
go
and
there
then it's
and then they put for you another offense. It's not your offense. We were stopped by a traffic police officer who said we were over speeding. And then we asked, do you have the speed gun? He said no. The other police officer is
the one with the speed gun, yeah.
So he said from what he was gauging, we were on 120 on a place where we should be on 100.
In fact, mimi
So then
washaiguza.
and then and he was writing it down on a paper. Huyu alikuwa anakaa kama speed. Ilikuwa 120. Somebody else
in his
alikuwa
mind.
in his mind.
It's just like, I think the
Kwanza
way I
sisi-
saw
sisi
it.
walituguzia tu gari wakasema hii gari ilikuwa inaenda mbio.
Aliguza hivi.
Eh.
Do you have any,
Aje
you know
sasa.
what? Let's just take a break. When we get back, we're going to read some of your comments. What do you think about, what do you make of the men's and, you know, women's conference? And there's a story about the court upholding the sacking of a security guard over Matiang'i. He forced him to queue. We'll get back and talk about that. But in the meantime, between time, I want to hear what you've got to say. We'll be right back in a bit. You're watching TTTT.